going on, YouTubers? We are back, finally back, and hopefully heading off in a few days. It's late March at the moment. The coronavirus is running rampant. Jodie has lost her job. I'm about to lose my job at the end of the month, but I'm resigning, so it's all right. And honestly, I don't know how far we're going to get with this shit happening. So I thought I might start filming and, I don't know, play it by ear at the moment. So over the past few years that we've been absent, there's been quite a bit going on, actually. We ended up selling Triada. We swapped Triada for a big Colin Archer 38 ferro cement cruising thing, which I slightly regret selling because in these current situations it would have been pretty good. So we sold that, and then we brought a Manitou 32, which we thought was going to be a pretty good sort of middle ground. You know, something that's sort of smallish, but something that's sort of big as well. And unfortunately, after nearly 18 months of trying to live on it and do whatever, we had a few other things sort of happen, bits and bobs. We decided to call it quits, pretty much, with that boat. And it's just pain in the bum. Even at the moment, we're trying to sell it. It's becoming an absolute stress ball, and we've unfortunately lost a couple of dollars on it. So, yeah, don't ever do that. So, at the moment, we're on Kia Kaha, which is a Top Hat 25, which we brought off a mate who had brought it off another mate. And we just pretty much threw the bucket in and said, screw it, let's just go back to what we know, the good old Top Hat 25. So I'll give you guys a quick run around. We are currently living full-time aboard, so there is a lot of shit. Jodie is obviously still with me. She's at her sister's place at the moment, trying to, you know, sort stuff out over there. So I'll take you guys for a quick spin around, and we'll show you the boat. All right, here she is in all of her glory. So we ended up got the new outboard, 8 horsepower Merc, 4-stroke, 150 watt solar panel on top, which we only got wired in a few days ago, and I've just been running purely off the solar lately instead of shore power. Bimini, which got destroyed in the last winds. Got a nice big bloody hole in it. Hopefully that's going to be getting replaced very soon. So looking aft, got the dinghy strapped in, got the paddles, got a bodyboard, got everything. Pretty basic rig. One thing on this boat it does have though is the double spreader mast, which is pretty cool. There's only about a handful of top hats in Australia that have these. And I had the mast recently off, did a basic refurb, just replaced a couple of stays up top, which should have been replaced when these ones were replaced, which I never understood the whole concept of that. Fiberglass decks, pretty simple. Got the anchor well in here, so we're running 35 meters of chain, 8mm chain. Got a mantis anchor here in pieces, and just the big plow anchor, 50 meters of 12mm nylon rope. All the bells and whistles. But pretty solid, pretty sturdy old girl actually. For a 1960s built boat, she's not too bad. Alright, so in the cockpit, got the fuel tanks there. No engine well. These boats are actually built with inboard diesels. And unfortunately a lot of them have pretty much clapped out, so they just pulled the engine out and chucked an outboard on the back, which is what we've done here. So pretty keen to see how this thing goes. We've motored it a few times, done a few test runs with it. Seems to go pretty well. Plenty of lazarette space, fuel storage, a couple of bits and bobs in there. Another big lazarette on the port side as well. So all the tools and heaps of crud, bits and bobs, some jammers. Pretty basic running rig, pretty basic rig overall, but relatively solid, relatively reliable. So pretty happy with that. And down below, where the magic happens, So Mark 1s, in my opinion, have more physical space. I will admit this boat has more space than Triada did. And the internal design was actually pretty well done, in my opinion. So we've got a bunk over this side, and then another bunk over this side. We've got the battery system in there, so we're running 240 amps of AGM power. Water tanks under there, 150 litres, which is just a bladder system, so I'm keen to see how that goes, actually. Storage up there, heaps of bits and bobs, storage all throughout, food storage, heaps of stuff. Got the new Victron solar regulator, which is pretty good, pretty cool. Galley system, excuse the dishes, I need to do them. A Rigo stove, same with Rigo stove, which I just will not go with anything else. And the big double bed, which is massive. Nice windows, and check this out. That is what you call a posturepedic mattress, custom cut. Angle grinder, a couple of zip ties and some scissors, mate. That's all you need. Table pulls out. I'm going to pull that out actually when we start sailing so we can lay on the bunks. Got the toilet, pop that open, and we've got the dunny. There's some light in here. Just a Jabsco head, pretty simple, pretty basic, heaps of storage, still got to clean and organise everything. Clothes, and that just opens up. So a lot bigger space than Triada, a lot more usable. My opinion, slightly better actually. The only real major difference is everything in here is plywood. We've got the fridge as well, which fits in between there and actually acts as a step. So you put your feet in the middle, step down. I've got to put something there. All right, so we've got heaps of food storage, and we've stocked up a bit with this whole coronavirus shit happening. So that's the bilge full of food. And there's quite a bit of space down there, and it also goes up underneath in the old water tank, but it's pretty hard access. So, yeah. BMS system, which has been running really well. Stereo, VHF, got the EPIRB, all the safety gear's been sorted out. The next job really is just to organise the boat, really, so she's safe and sound offshore, and should be good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There will be more to come, I promise. I really decided to start filming now because of what's happening, the whole situation. The plan is to get to the Gold Coast for summer this year, 2020. At the moment, the border is locked down, so if you go in there, you have to basically spend 2 weeks in isolation, which is not a problem. But yeah, I think my only real concern at the moment is the fact that like marine rescue and other people like that may cease operation in case like everything gets locked down. I think if that's the case, we'll just have to go in hiding for a little bit. So anyway, we'll keep tuned. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, press like, do whatever. But yeah, cheers.